Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today, we're doing the extra read all about it for January 26, 2020. I would like to add, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. These may or may not resonate. Also, subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. And to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So go ahead and grab your coffee and let's go ahead and get started with today's extra read all about it for January 26, 2020. So these are all pre-shuffled, and I'm going to go ahead and get the energy of the reading. For January 26, 2020, extra read all about it. Today's energy is the Page of Swords. Somebody is watching. Somebody is watching somebody else, right? So it could be you're watching somebody, they're watching you, right? Let's see. January 26, 2020, extra read all about it. What's going on today? What is going on today? What is going on today? January 26, 2020. What is going on? January 26, 2020. Palace of Swords. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so somebody having problems at home maybe? Whatever it was, this Nine of Cups that they were living, that they thought they were going to be so happy, they're not very happy now. It seems that there's been some deception in this home. And somebody may have received a message, a negative message, with, fighting words, basically. So there may be some difficulties in a home, and it has to do with deception, bad talk, and definitely not wish fulfillment. Okay, so we have a lot of cards in the reverse here. We got the King of Wands in reverse. We got the Justice card in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. And the Death card in reverse. So let's get two more cards for this. Seems like somebody's having a bad day. Let me get two more cards, please, for January 26, 2020. Somebody seems to be in, sadness, anger, heartbreak, not receiving the justice they think they deserve. Could be the King of Wands. Page of Wands. One more card, please, for January 26th. King of Cups in the reverse. So it seems that there's something going on in a household that's not very happy. Not a very happy household. All right, somebody received a message, and it could be this King of Wands receiving this message that, they're fighting words, fighting, arguing, bad words. Somebody heard somebody say bad things about another person. And, it has to do with this Nine of Cups wish fulfillment, which there is no justice coming from it at all. A judgment was made, all right, on somebody who was being deceptive, right? This person has been caught, and the judgment is not in that person's favor. Okay? It seems that the King of Wands, he didn't see this deception, but he heard about it, and he's also heard about some passionate messages Not from him, but about from somebody else to his spouse. And the messages were about, you know, three-party situation, and he's not having that. He had put an end to this situation. Even though it was his partner doing all this, it seems that he has definitely put this to an end. And he heard about this from the Page of Wands. It was a premature message, possibly. And that message came from the King of Cups. So it seems that the King of Wands' home is not a happy home. He tries to make it that way. He thought it was going to be that way, but it wasn't. Because there was three-party situation involvement. His, you know, wishes come true, his wish fulfillment was not a wish fulfillment because his partner has created an injustice in this home. And he has definitely put this, you know, he has, you know, put this end behind him. Now, there was also deception here where somebody was possibly, you know, stealing from him. He had been spying. This is what he's probably spying on his partner to see what kind of other things are being done. And he is definitely placing judgment because he also heard more information. Now, you know, all of this, you see, it's all about hearing. I hear this and I hear that, but what about seeing with your own eyes, right? That's what I'm thinking here right now. And the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. So is the Knight of Wands. These two are trying to, a message is coming in on behalf of the King of Cups. And this is the person who possibly the King of Wands' wish fulfillment person is possibly fooling around with. Who knows? King of Wands has definitely put an end to three-party situations. No more three-party situations. Yeah. Messages of passion from the King of Cups, having to also do with this deception. So let's find out what's next. Okay. So what else is going on here? We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. Wow. We have the Four of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. Okay. More deception in this household. More deception. And this person, the King of Wands, it seems like he's carrying a lot of burdens of this. And he's feeling like he wants to get the heck out of there, right? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. No longer wanting to work on this or watch this business or this relationship grow any further because it's just deception all the way. He is looking at the past, starting something new elsewhere because whatever was going on, just way, way too much of a burden. We have the Eight of Cups, yes, walking away. Five of Cups, feeling bad about the situation, of course. Six of Pentacles, ending up having to give to two and dealing with the Queen of Cups. Wow, looks like another soap opera day, but you know what? Let's get one more card and try to figure what's going on here. Okay, I'll take that 3 because we saw it, and I'll put this back into the deck. All right. So, basically, we have the King of Wands right here. He's not feeling himself today, really, really not very passionate about things, right? It seems that there's been some deception in his home, right? And he is no longer trying to be passionate about whatever seeds he has planted. So he's probably planted some seeds, having a happy home, being happy, love, la, la, la. But he's devastated because what he thought was his happy home is no longer that. He's found out that there was some three-party situation here. And it could have been that the three-party situation was not being caused on his part. Or it could have been. But he's spying right now. And I do see that whatever this is that's going on here, this marriage is a burden. He is so burdened by it. He is burdened. He feels humiliated. It's just too much for him to handle anymore. He wants to start somewhere new, but he can't because he's already giving to two. There's no equal give and take here in this relationship. The King of Wands is very passionate about what he does, and the person that he's with is definitely passionate, possibly just to be taken care of and not put in any of their hard work because they expect the passionate one, the King of Wands, to do it, right? I can see this. And there's no justice at this new start because it was dead before it started, and you can't bring that dead back to life. No. We have the death card in the reverse here. So it seems that possibly somebody has ended it with the King of Wands. Okay. Maybe they were doing this debauchery back and forth. And that's just too much of a burden. You can't live a relationship on, if you're mad at someone, you're going to go cheat on them. And if they're mad at you, they're going to cheat right back. That's not the way to go. That's what it seems like is going on right here. One-upping, right? One-upping one another. And it's just turned into a burden. Nobody wants to work on anything because they're so worried about how they're going to one-up each other. Right? So, when it comes to the Page of Wands sending out messages, it seems that the Page of Wands was sending out messages about more deception to the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles has gone within because he's trying to figure out what's going on here. And it has to do with this Queen of Cups. So, it seems that the King of Pentacles is placing judgment on the Queen of Cups for some reason, right? And that the King of Cups is wanting messages to be sent out, mean, nasty messages to be sent out, about somebody going in a certain direction, walking away, and no longer dealing with a three-party situation. Okay. The King of Pentacles. So yeah, now that I see this, it seems that the Queen of Cups here, you know, Miss Queen of Cups, is fooling around with not just the King of Wands, but also the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. The King of Cups is in the reverse right now, so they could be taking a break, right? Maybe separated at this present time. But as they're separated, this Queen is still jumping around. So maybe this is why the King of Wands is so upset right here, and this is a burden, because maybe she stays with him at his house while she's on break from the King of Cups, and she is still, you know, up to her, you know, philandering ways, messing around with the King of Pentacles too, right? So this is what could be happening here. And the King of Cups is in separation from her right now because he's tired of her philandering, going around, being with this guy, being with that guy. Just habitual cheater. Habitual. And, you know, the King of Wands, he recognizes this activity. He does. Because the King of Wands was the King of the Knight of Wands at one time, right? And he now recognizes what's going on. He sees what she's doing, and he knows. He sees the telltale signs of a cheater. Why? Because he before was the Knight of Wands, a big philanderer, somebody who's in and out of relationships. He knows the signs. He saw the signs and it opened up his eyes, right? Ace of Base. So, right now at this present time, this Queen of Cups is possibly messing around with the King of Pentacles, somebody from the past. Not directly messing with the King of Cups or the King of Wands. Right now, it's the King of Pentacles. She's on a roll. Right? King of Pentacles is trying to figure out, is this the right move? Am I making the right judgment call here? And, you know, he's Page of Wands. He's thinking with his wand. More than he is with his heart or his pentacle. Right? So, let's find out what's coming on next after this. Let me get some cards for January 26, 2020. January 26, 2020. January 26, 2020. What's going on here? January 26, 2020. Oh my gosh. January 26, 2020. Alright. I'm going to grab the card that fell on the ground. You guys, can you believe it? It is the Star card, you guys. So the King of Wands is trying to have hope in this whole situation somehow. Something good has to play out here. There's hope over something, right? Because right now he is feeling dang left out in the cold. His money is slow coming. And he wants to walk away from whatever situation he's in and move towards possibly the High Priestess. He no longer sees whatever relationship he's in right now as anything substantial. And he wants to move forward possibly. So he's working on that money so he can move forward. Right? Now, let me get 4 more cards. Let me get 4 more cards so we can find out what's going on with each individual. Let me get 4 more cards. Okay, well, it came out upside down. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Let me get 3 more cards, please. Let me get 3 more cards, please. 3 more cards. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. January 26, 2020. 2 more cards, please. Oh, they're there. I'm glad I looked. I had a weird feeling to look. Okay. So, basically, 3 of Rods. No longer wanting to look around, look and see what's out there. No longer waiting. Death. Once again in the reverse. Somebody is, you know, having to deal with the end of a situation. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, right? Page of Pentacles. Now, the King of Wands, he wants, you know, he is trying to find hope in this whole situation because he is just not, he's not feeling good right now, right? And he is looking towards somebody who probably or possibly was in his past, right? And, you know, he is not definitely feeling this whole situation, but he's not in his head anymore. He's not going within because he knows what's going on. He already knows, you know. He already let go. He's not working on this situation anymore. He's not watching these seeds grow. He's actually putting plant killer on it, you know. And he's looking towards the High Priestess. He's looking towards the High Priestess now because he has been watching some seeds of deception grow, and he doesn't want to look that way anymore. And he's no longer going with it because he knows the truth. He knows that somebody was cheating. He knows that something has come to an end. He's feeling left out in the cold. Possibly reminders of what has happened in the past. Oh, the candle went out. Okay, anyways. And also, yeah, he's times 2 feeling left out in the cold, basically. So he's been left out in the cold several times from somebody because of his actions, right? Possibly not moving in the right direction. So he's trying to move forward, but he's not really looking forward to any kind of relationships right now because of all this mess that he put himself into or was put into. Who knows who got who into who, right? And so right now he's taking a break from all that. He's not really focusing on his future or a fresh start anywhere. He is just trying to recuperate from this situation that he has narrowly escaped, right? He put it to an end before it got any worse, and something happened. Thank goodness that he jumped out of this burdensome situation. Thank goodness, right? And it could be with the High Priestess, right? Maybe he has hope to get with the High Priestess. But at this present time, because of what just happened, I think she's just a thought, right? And, you know, everything starts with a thought. Everything does. Once you think of it, it will come to reality. It just depends on how you think about it, right? So we have this King of Pentacles right here, moving slowly towards this Queen of Cups, right? And he is moving towards her, but I think he may not go with it because he's also narrowly escaping something too. So the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles are refusing the Queen of Cups. And possibly because it was found that the Queen of Cups is still involved with the King of Cups, right? So these two guys are like, no, I think it's not a good idea. Good choice. Because we don't know if the King of Cups is a world heavyweight champion. No, I'm just kidding. We don't know. We don't know who he is. But, you know, that's using your own good morals by not going for somebody who is attached. It's not right to mess with the neighbor's wife or anybody's wife, right? It's not. That is a sacred union. Wives don't mess around and husbands don't mess around. This is how this should be. If it's otherwise, your union is bound to fail. Just like the Queen and the King of Cups. They're at odds right now, right? But it seems that somebody has walked away, moved away from the Queen of Cups because of all this messing around and fooling around with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Somebody is like tired. Somebody's ready to settle down, and he thought he was going to settle down, but then he found the Queen of Cups, who likes to push her heart all over the place. And he couldn't handle it. He had to separate from this. He couldn't deal with it. So he moved away from her, walked away from this whole situation. He's working on his pentacles. He's wanting to start somewhere new with this pentacles, right? But at this present time, he can't because he's still attached to the Queen of Cups. So if they're in a marriage and say that they have kids and stuff, he may be financially stable, really financially stable. And the Queen of Cups just likes to lay around and love everyone, right? Well, this one does. Not everyone does, but this one does. And so she's being spied on right now, basically, the Queen of Cups, because she hasn't been doing very good. She hasn't been doing very well, right? There have been situations that she has narrowly escaped terrible situations, just like the King of Wands, narrowly escaping something horrible. Now, it seems here that everybody seems to be stepping away from the Queen of Cups, making a different choice to move in a different direction, because she leaves heartbreak wherever she goes. Because that is all who I see here is the Queen of Cups. Well, we have the High Priestess. But the High Priestess could also indicate somebody holding secrets. So somebody was holding a secret of being with the King of Wands, right? King of Wands was hoping, possibly, that the Queen of Cups, or whoever, this woman is, doesn't have to be cups. You could have it. You could have water in your chart somewhere if you think this is you, But somebody was having hopes to be with the Queen of Cups, but I don't think it's going to happen because the Queen of Cups is already shacked up with the King of Cups. They're just on a break right now. So all you dudes waiting for the Queen of Cups, you're going to be waiting for a very long time because she's already shacked up with the King of Cups. Okay? They're just on break. Not legally, Anyhow. So let's go ahead and see what 4 cards we have here. What the universe has to say about all of this. God, angel, universe, help us with spirit. Please tell us what's going on here. What's these first 2 cards? Boom! Renewal. Okay. Acceptance. Accepting it. Yeah. Accept it as it is. That's all you can do. Let me get 2 more cards, please. Somebody has a destiny elsewhere other than the Queen of Cups. That's what's been realized here. Let me get 1 more card, please. Facade. Yep, I see exactly. So it seems like the King of Wands, there's going to be a renewal here for him. All right. I don't think it's going to be with the Queen of Cups because he is just, she's already shacked up somewhere. She cannot, she is not available, period. She may be a cheater. She is not available. Okay? She's doing wrong. Everybody here needs to renew their lives, basically. Everyone here needs to accept who they are and their own personal destinies. Okay? Because what they're all living right now is a lie. They are all living a lie. The King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Now, the High Priestess possibly knows about all this stuff, though. And the High Priestess is always renewing herself, always, right? She is always accepting what is and what has happened and what will be happening in the future. All of these people need to realize their own destinies because what they are living now is a lie, right? King of Wands is renewing himself at this present time, understanding things, having hope in his own well-being, right? Having hope for himself. understanding that everything is going to be okay. He is renewing himself as a person, right? He has come to accept that what is what is. It is what it is, right? And he no longer wants to carry this burden. He's sad, yes, that he had to go through this, but he is finally accepting the reality of his situation. Finally, right? And the King of Pentacles here has a destiny, and this is why he has chosen to step away from the Queen of Cups. He has destiny elsewhere, and he has come to realization of this, and he's going to move towards his destiny instead. He has possibly gotten an epiphany telling him, do not mess with the Queen of Cups because she is off limits. She is not right in the head right now, and she is going around with who knows who. Stay away. Take heed to this warning. This is what the universe has brought to this King of Pentacles. And this is why the King of Pentacles has stepped away from the situation. Narrowly escaping death, right? Narrowly escaping something. So now we have messages going out of anger, you know, or there aren't any anger messages. There aren't any passionate messages from this King of Cups to the Queen of Cups because, you know, he has walked away from her. He has left her. He doesn't want to deal with her anymore. He's walked away, far away, because he knows that what she was a fraud. She played him for a fool. And now he's pissed and desperately trying to work on his money again because he might have gotten that money up and lost it when he found her. Now, she doesn't have to be the Queen of Cups as in, you know, a water sign. She could have water in her chart anywhere. This could be anyone. These men could be any men. Right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a earth, air, fire, water, whatever. Because you probably have every one of those signs in your chart anyways. It's the story that we listen to. The story of, you know, these four people and what's going on here. And you just have to place your story where it sounds like it's yours. You know, let's see what's, you know, these messages you need to renew. Accept yourself. Your destiny will be here. Stop living a fake life. Now today, I just chucked in a whole bunch of mini stars along with the big stars. It's like a star salad. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab some and see what comes out. Whoa, it's a lot. It's okay. Stars are fun, right? So first of all, we have loss. Questionable. Delightful. Believe. Graceful. And then these little ones we have action, genuine, rude, and joy. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is what the divine is trying to tell us about the situation. There has been a loss here, of course. Of course. Several losses, right? Because the person who was lost is questionable. They may act delightful and possibly have you believe them with their words, whatever they say to you, right? And this person could also be very graceful with her words, graceful in her movements. But this is the action she takes to take advantage. But they have all found out that this is not a very nice person. This is a very rude person. This person is not genuine. And by leaving her, or leaving them, this energy, they will find joy. So they've lost this delightful and graceful person who faked being genuine, right? This person was questionable, and they manipulated others to believe them, made others take action. Very, very rude person. But because they all let this person go, they're definitely going to find joy in their life now. It's all about letting go, you guys. Letting go. Moving forward to something more passionate, more loving, more caring, more nurturing, right? More stable. Staying away from all these negative people and negative mindsets is basically the best thing that we can do. Everybody's like, oh, why stay positive? Positive this, positive. You know what? Then don't. Stay negative. I prefer to stay positive. And when I start thinking negative, I try to bring it right back to positive. You know? So, I'm not sugarcoating. I'm just saying, stay positive. And if you can't do that, that's not my problem. That's yours. But just know, the reason why I stay positive is because every time something bad happens, just know, right around the corner is like, ta-da, sunshine. You know, you got to go through bad to get the good, right? It always gets worse before it gets better. It's a very famous saying. So, the letters we have are the letter M, the letter K, the letter I, the letter J, the letter O, the letter W, the letter P, the letter Y, and the letter J. Okay. Mixed them all together and still didn't get doubles in there. Divine at work, right? So that was the extra. Read all about it. Reading for today, January 26, 2020. Please, you guys, subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.